Because I had that, and none of this is conscious. Remember, I had this subconscious program that said, stop doing what you're doing right now. You're going to become one of those evil, mean, nasty, rich people. Are you afraid of success? I bet you, well, I don't know. I'm not going to bet, but you probably answered no. And if I go out and I talk to the next 30 people and say, are you afraid of success? Most of them probably say no. Yet most people are afraid of success. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Prosperity TV. I'm Randy Gage, and we're exploring this topic of fear of success. Last show I told you that I believe more people have a fear of success than actually are sabotaged by fear of failure. Now it sounds crazy on the surface, but remember what we're talking about is mind viruses. We're talking about negative beliefs, negative programming, which isn't at the conscious level. So let's suppose your father, he was the salt of the earth, he worked so hard in the coal mines every day, he was your hero growing up, and he struggled and scrimped and saved enough money to send you to college. Now you go to college, you graduate, and somebody offers you a salary, $20,000 a year more than he ever made on his best year ever. Do you realize you could feel guilty about that? And that could create fear of success in you? Sounds crazy, and he wouldn't believe that. He would want that. He would want you to be successful. But it could be a fear of success for you. Same thing with the people, the group, who do you hang around with? You think how they would respond to you if you made twice as much as they did, 10 times as much as they did, 100 times as much as they did? Because we're talking about these mind viruses, and we know we get them from organized religion. How were you raised? Were you taught that you were born to be a sorry sinner? Well, how are you going to let yourself be healthy, happy, and prosperous? Were you taught that you need to be reincarnated 212 lifetimes before you're going to reach enlightenment? And if you're on lifetime 198, are you really going to let yourself be happy? If you believe that your last lifetime you were a camel thief and you're reincarnated this lifetime to pay penance for that, and that's your karma, what are the odds you're going to let yourself be successful? So a lot of limiting beliefs could come out of that would cause fear of success. And then, I just think of growing up in the circle I grew up with, knowing that you realize if I really become successful, I'm not going to fit in. My friends aren't going to like me anymore. My family isn't going to accept me. I'm going to be an outcast. I mean, I know those rich people are bad people. Yeah, I grew up hating rich people. Grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, right? And rich people, they drove Cadillacs. Now, forget Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Diablos. I mean, I never saw cars like that, okay? My idea of a rich person was somebody who drove a Cadillac. And I hated them because they had what I wanted. So then I grow up and I go out and I'm 20 years old. I'm trying to make it in the restaurant business and get promoted and make money. And I keep running into this failure, sabotages. And then, of course, it takes me till I'm 30-something to figure out I was the guy sabotaging myself. Because I had that, and none of this is conscious. Remember, I had this subconscious program that said, stop doing what you're doing right now. You're going to become one of those evil, mean, nasty, rich people. So I want you to really think about that. What kind of people do you have around you? How do they respond to your successes and failures? How would they respond if you won the lotto and had $20 million tomorrow? How would they respond if you had all this stuff that they didn't? How would you feel about how they responded? How would your family feel about you? It's really worth to ask those questions to see what kind of subliminal fear of success you might have, because that's the first section, the first step to overcoming it. So share your thoughts down below in the comments, and please spread the news about this channel. And then next show, I want to come back and go even deeper and look at maybe the sabotage issue is coming because you don't think you're worthy. And that's where we'll go next time. So until then, peace. I love you guys. Live rich. sitting here trying to think of a pithy little snippet for the blooper reel, and I got nothing. I'll try to do better next week. See you.